Good morning. Can mentoring make a difference in your life? I'd like to give you a few examples in my life where a mentor has made a difference for your consideration. First, when I was in high school, I had the privilege of playing football for Coach Norman Cobb and the Mejia Blackcats. The previous season, we had gone undefeated, but we lost early in the playoffs by a score of 7-6. It was heartbreaking, to say the least. When we came back the next year, Coach Cobb was determined to see us live up to our potential. He developed a new mantra for the team: never give up. So we started two-a-days, and it was hot. I mean, Texas hot. We practiced a few hours, and in order to build our endurance in an effort to outlast our opponents, we always finished practice with wind sprints. As we were midway through the sprints, a teammate of mine leaned over and said, "Miller, slow down, you're making us look bad." So the next sprint, I succumbed to the peer pressure and coasted through the sprint. Well, Coach Cobb immediately blew the whistle, called us all in, told us to take a knee, take off our hat. And he looked right at me in front of the entire team and said, "Miller, don't you ever not give your best on this field. No matter what somebody tells you, always give your all." I learned a very valuable lesson that day. And later that year, because of the endurance training that we had endured, the mindset that we had of never giving up, we won the state championship in a fourth quarter come from behind win by a score of 22-21. Later in life, when I was working at a manufacturing facility as the finance manager, I was struggling to help my team make our budget. A couple of colleagues who wanted to see me succeed invested their time and knowledge and helped me develop processes, scorecards, and routines to better manage and to better help others understand our finances. Within a couple of years, we went from the worst plant in the system to winning the Plant of the Year award for finances. Finally, in my spiritual life, my mentor poured time and knowledge into me, teaching me how to study God's Word, how to understand it, and how to apply it. He helped me identify my spiritual gifts and taught me how to set biblical life priorities. And more importantly, he taught me how to remind myself of those priorities when I got lost in the fog of life. In all of these instances, it was a sacrifice of time and effort for the people who cared to see me succeed. But the returns on those investments have certainly been worth the effort. All of that investment should not stop with me. It is now my responsibility to invest in others. To share what I have been taught, I am not to hold on to the baton, but to pass it. God expects his investments to yield fruit. So as you consider Paul's charge to Timothy and to us to have the dedication of a soldier, the discipline of an athlete, the diligence of a farmer, imagine being successful in any of those roles without a coach or a mentor to show you the way and encourage you when you feel like quitting. Proverbs 1 verse 5 says, "A wise person will hear and increase in learning, and a person of understanding will acquire wise counsel." And I believe a mentor is a great way to do that. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verses 9 and 10 say, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return on their labor. For if either of them falls, the other one will lift up his companion. But woe to the one who falls when there is not another to lift him up." So we are better together. Consider the difference a mentor can make in your life. As my spiritual mentor would say, we are to be in the game, not on the sideline. We are to be part of the passing of the baton, whether receiving it or handing it off. It is the model that Jesus gave us, and I believe you will find it worth the investment.